in the end, I'm probably going to be spending over 200 bucks on Zelda alone. It's a lot. It's a lot of money. Hey everybody, I'm Jammer, and today the expansion pass was just announced for Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now this is like a totally new thing for the Zelda series, never been done before in like a big mainline title. And I've seen kind of mixed reactions online. A lot of people obviously really happy because, you know, this is more content to already a huge, expansive, and amazing game. A lot of people are like, well, why didn't they just include this already in the base title? Why are they charging us $20 extra to play the extra stuff in the end? And I'm here today just to give you my opinions on it all, and we get to talk about it. So first off, I'm just gonna go run down all that comes with the DLC. I can't memorize it, so I have my little note sheet, and I'm gonna read it off real quick, and then we'll talk about it from there. It was upside down. So the expansion pass itself is $20, and basically that'll include both two DLC packs. DLC pack 1 comes out in the summer, DLC 2 pack comes out that holiday. So basically it's $10 per pack with the expansion, but I would probably bet it'd be $12 individually, so it makes more sense just to get both of them, personally anyways. But if you do get both, the expansion pass bonus, if you get the expansion pass, comes with 3 additional treasure chests. What's interesting is they don't just like pop up like an amiibo does or anything where they just kind of drop from the sky. It says here that they show up or hidden, or you have to go find them in-game in the Great Plateau, which I think is awesome. So like, it's basically a DLC bonus, but like, it's not like just, you know, oh, you just get these items immediately. You gotta go out and try to find them, which is so, I think that's so cool. They say inside these chests are useful items, so I'm assuming probably going to be some really awesome weapons, maybe with like, perhaps with maybe like a really long, what's it called, stamina meter, or maybe it doesn't, what I mean is like, it doesn't break immediately, maybe it's got a long bar of health, the weapon itself, you know. And then it also says it has exclusive clothing, which makes sense because a lot of DLC packs or pre-order stuff, you know, does stuff like that, where like, oh, you can get an exclusive costume or whatever. And I'm sure that's the case here. I don't expect it to be some OP armor that you can only get through DLC, but I bet you it would be something like cool looking. Maybe it'll be a reference to older games, like a, you know, Ocarina of Time outfit, or, you know, whatever. Or maybe a Zelda outfit. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, let's move on to the 2 DLC packs. So DLC pack 1, again, coming out in the summer. It's coming out with 3 things, and this seems like a little bit the lighter of the pack. Comes out with a new Cave of Trials challenge, which basically, I believe that's kind of like what Wind Waker and Twilight Princess had, where you kind of go floor by floor, kind of like Pit of 100 Trials from Thousand Year Door or Paper Mario series. And basically you go floor by floor with limited healing or whatever you bring in, and you have to take down every enemy on the floor to move down to the next. They did, oh yeah, Cave of Shadows, like same thing. Oh, in case you're wondering why I'm not using the rest of my Zelda amiibo, they're open. It's kind of hard to keep hanging them. I have to like tape them to keep them shut, and I just didn't want to deal with it. so that seems a little bit light. I mean, Cave of Trials is still a lot of fun, and now that there's another one, I mean, of course I'm going to check it out, and it'll still be a lot of fun to play through, but of course it's not something huge like perhaps what the other pack is going to be offering. Now, okay, and also the first pack is going to be getting a hard mode for the game, which is interesting that they're basically taking a difficulty toggle and putting it behind a DLC pack. I think that's the most controversial thing of this whole DLC thing, and I don't blame you guys. It doesn't make sense why hard mode has to be behind it. Like, it would make more sense if, let's say, hard mode, you could get it once you beat the game, or whatever. It doesn't, yeah, I agree with you guys. I don't know if putting hard mode in that DLC pack made sense. Perhaps they're just kind of trying to fill in that DLC pack because they're probably putting more focus on the second pack, which we'll get to in a second. Finally, the last thing in this first pack is it just says additional map feature. Now, I'm not sure what this actually is going to mean. I mean, it doesn't mean just like, is it going to be colored, or maybe it's going to have like a better satellite view of the area, or maybe what if it's kind of like, what if it has little blips for where enemies are? Maybe that adds like, so you can see enemies moving around. Maybe it'll help track specific NPC characters, like let's say you have a beetle tracker on there, or like where each, I mean, you'll obviously probably see where each horse stable is, but maybe where specific traveling merchants go. Like, personally, I don't really know what they could do with that. That's really my only ideas as far as I don't know that's already in the map. Because I know we have the thing where you can shoot out and put out little beacons, and then obviously you can see landmarks and stuff that you discover. Maybe, but as far as what they could add to the map, again, it's like, why isn't this whatever they added in the map already in the game? Or perhaps it is such a feature like, let's say, tracking enemies or NPCs that like you're supposed to beat the game without it, but now but you can have it for an addition or as a little extra, I guess, in that DLC pack. So let's say if you're beating the game again or something, you can go through a little bit quicker since you see where everything is and stuff like that. So maybe something like that. Maybe it like has a treasure tracker, so it's like maybe a hot and cold like blip thing as the closer you get to like chests or secrets and stuff like that. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what do you guys think could be the additional map feature, because that's like of the first DLC pack, that's the most intriguing to me. Then of course let's move on to the DLC pack 2. This one's the more exciting one. Because this one comes with a brand new additional story. I don't expect it obviously to be as grand as the main campaign. I can expect to see a pretty extensive story, probably of the levels of how the DLC was handled perhaps for Skyrim, like how Dawnguard and the Dragonborn DLCs went. I mean, it was a pretty expansive. Dragonborn's a little bit bigger than I'm expecting in scope anyways, but I'd expect more maybe along the lines of the Dawnguard, where it's got a full new DLC line. I think there was 2 new areas in that. As far as this, I don't think it's going to have any new areas. I think it's already be in the world that already exists of Hyrule. But I feel like it's going to be a pretty big campaign. Again, not full-blown like the main story, because the main story is going to have at least 4 dungeons, as we know. This one, because this DLC pack is coming with 1 brand new dungeon, and I'm assuming they wouldn't be referring to this. They would refer to this as a shrine if it was one of those small mini dungeons. Rather, they say that this is a brand new dungeon, so it should be of a similar scope to the main dungeons in the game. Whether it be like exactly as big, I mean, I wouldn't expect that. It might be one of the shorter ones of the 4 that we already have, but I expect it to be of scale of the other ones, or maybe at least comparable. Then finally, it wraps it up saying there's going to be additional challenges with the DLC pack 2. I don't know what that means. It could mean a challenge board with, say, like beat the game in X hours, roll a rock down a hill and kill 10 moblins, or stuff. It could be a challenge board. I don't know. It just says additional challenges, so it could be a challenge board, or maybe it could even be like the shooting galleries back in like Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, where you like shoot to get a better quiver. Or in this, I don't even know if you get a better quiver, but something like that, like a shooting gallery, or just like some mini game, kind of like there were in Wind Waker and stuff. It could be stuff like that, or it could be a challenge board. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Or it could even be like a new NPC character that's like the challenge guy, and he gives you like, what if he gives you like a daily challenge every day? He's like, hey, go do this, and I'll give you something nice. So then you go out that day, like every day in real life, I was saying. You go out and you like whatever. Let's say you have to blow up 10 cuckoos or something like that. Then you come back and he gives you like a cool sword, stack of rupees, or something along the lines of that. An incentive to, I guess, keep playing every day, because that'd be pretty cool. So I guess to kind of give my thoughts overall on the DLC pack, I'm really excited. I think this is awesome that Zelda's getting an expansion pass. And honestly, it could be way worse, because you gotta think, a lot of other AAA titles of like Zelda's scope, basically, when they charge season passes, it's like another $60. So Nintendo really could have ripped us off here. And so I really feel like $20 is I'm more than happy to pay for. It's very similar to the Mario Kart 8 DLC packs, except there I feel like it had a little bit more content, but granted, we don't know how big this DLC pack, like, expansion story is, or even what this additional map feature. That additional map feature might be so amazing that that alone makes the first DLC pack amazing. Who really knows? I still can't really see the complaint why people don't want this. I mean, I understand maybe it would have made more sense to put it in the game, but personally, I kind of like that it's spaced out a little bit, because then we're going to be playing Zelda for the rest of the year. I mean, obviously, I probably would just to mess around, but I expect to probably beat the story within, what, the first month or so of having it, if not less. I mean, and after that point, of course, it's just going to be side content, and you can only do that for so long, obviously. Of course, I'll keep coming back to it just to kind of mess around, because, it's an open world experience. You can kind of just mess around, do whatever you want, but I feel like these DLC little pillars throughout the year keep people interested in playing Breath of the Wild, and potentially maybe there'll even be more to come following this expansion pass. I wouldn't expect it, because once the final one comes out, so do Mario Odyssey, and perhaps they'll do the same thing with that game. Perhaps. What I would like to know, I don't think they mentioned it anywhere or anything, but if the Legendary and Master Editions already get the expansion pass, because I mean, they're already paying more for all the other stuff. Granted, that doesn't factor in the cost of the expansion pass, but usually when you do buy those Legendary Editions, it does come with all the DLC that's supposed to come with that game. Granted, this DLC wasn't announced till just today, and those editions have, existed for a while. So I'm not sure. I don't know if it's going to come with it. So what might end up happening, I might be spending a lot on this game, because I already spent a lot on the Master Edition. Now I'm going to be spending some on the expansion pass, then probably the Amiibo too, knowing me. In the end, I'm probably going to be spending over $200 on Zelda alone. It's a lot. It's a lot of money. Anyways, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about the Zelda expansion pass for Breath of the Wild? Do you think it's just that they're going to be charging 20 bucks for this extra content? I mean, as far as I see it, you're getting a new, brand new story, a new dungeon. The Cave of Trials is a lot of fun, and those are always cool to check out. Challenges, the treasure chest things to actually go out and explore and have to find, not just given to you. I think this is all really cool stuff, but definitely let me know your opinions in the comments below. Give this video a huge, awesome like, and if you haven't already, subscribe for tons on Zelda, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Nintendo Switch, and all that stuff. Again, thank you so much for watching. I will, again, be live streaming later today, like I said yesterday, so stay tuned for that, and then I will catch you in the next one. See ya! I was a little late on that. Nah, that's fine.